Right, Mum, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Nice and tanned with this little bit of sun that we had.
Always, as soon as the sun comes out.
Mum just needs to be outside for 5 minutes and she gets a brilliant tan. Like she's been to Lanzarote and somebody asked, oh, where have you been? And she said, the back garden.
And they thought they'd wasted their money because I was browner.
Right, so one of my first questions, obviously I know the story, but the reason why I wanted to get you on here is to demonstrate a few things really about, you know, your why and your age and stuff like that. And obviously because you're my mum and I see you every day doing amazing stuff. And I wanted to let other people who might be your age, maybe had similar circumstances, and hopefully give them a bit of a bump or a little bit of, you know, motivation, and let them know that they can work out and come to a gym no matter what their age, no matter what their experience.
Well, exactly, because I didn't think I could do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm amazed at what I am doing. So it's quite good.
Exactly. So basically, for the audience, what were you doing with your health and fitness prior to coming to MEE-FIT?
Not very much at all. I was always there for your dad and you and Laura, supporting you. I enjoyed doing that, you know, when you were doing triathlons and things. Yeah, I'd run around a bit then, but not a lot. You know, far from being good exercise. When COVID came along, I couldn't get to see you and Laura, so I took myself out in the fresh air walking up the lane. And obviously you talked to me a lot about what I was eating and drinking and things, and got me eating much healthier.
Which is a good start.
Good supplements was a good start as well. And gradually, because I was eating better and everything, and just doing the walking, I lost quite a lot of weight. But, you know, it's a bit no tone in myself, you know. And then I started here. So
a bit before that, though, you mentioned it to me before, and I know you don't mind me saying, when Dad passed away.
Well, it's 5.5 years.
5.5 years ago. When Dad passed away, he was always the sporty one, and you were always the supporter. And I think it was a bit of a big realisation that one of the things was, you know, you wanted to be around longer for us. I know that was one of your motivations. And obviously then we had, not long after Dad passed away, about a year or so later, we had lockdown. And then
less than a year.
Yeah, and then you had breast cancer.
18 months after your dad passed.
Which was literally, I remember going to this hospital a few days. I'd come back from London, moved back from London to move to Shropshire to be near you. And you said earlier that is literally, tell me about it. That was one of the things, having breast cancer made you think you wanted to get more into your fitness.
Well, I know that you and Laura were concerned because it was only 18 months after. And I know I just needed to be strong anyway and say, I'm going to be all right. You know, I wasn't going to take the fact that I was going to get really ill. And I didn't get really ill. So that was a good thing. But I also needed to get fitter somehow, but I wasn't sure. But I was obviously not got the finances to join a gym. And I didn't want anything like people go to the corporate gyms, because you pay something for a personal trainer for half an hour or an hour, and then they leave you to it. So you don't know whether you're doing things right anymore, you know. And it didn't appeal to me at all.
Yeah. And I guess you were never really into doing fitness anyway, were you? Like, Dad, it was always me and Dad, and obviously now Laura, but I say now Laura, she's been into it for years, but like me and Dad were at the gym for a long time when I was younger and stuff, and loved it. And I think that was never really something that appealed to you.
No.
So what changed? What made you want to join MEE-FIT?
You changed it. You started work here and everything, and then you told me they needed a cleaner here, and was I interested? Because obviously I could do with some extra money. So I came to talk to Dan. He showed me round, told me what we needed to do, and I could do this. And he said, I've got a proposition for you. And I thought that was quite funny, because I've not had a proposition for a very long time. So he would give me gym membership, staff member, as part payment for the cleaning.
Yeah.
So I said, well, I'm not sure whether I could do it. And he said, well, give it a go, see if it works. So I said, right, you know, and I was a bit concerned. I was a bit scared, I think, of what I could do.
I was going to say, what were your concerns about the gym?
That everybody would be fit when I got here. Everybody would know everybody. And I was old, you know, that was funny, because I was like, what was I, be 75 and a half, and half's important. So, yeah, but when I arrived here, it was fantastic, and everybody said, oh, hello, who are you? And
yeah.
I was quite shocked. But I tell you what I did like as well, there were no posers.
Yeah.
There was nobody that you would think, oh, I don't want to stand near them, anything like that. There's no mirrors, and that's a great bonus, I think, you know.
So what have been the main changes that you've seen so far since coming to the gym?
Oh, I'm far fitter and far more energised. I don't tire easily, whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I can come in and clean here. Well, I can do a session, an endurance session, say on a Wednesday, and then I clean for 2 hours. And I'm not out of breath. I've got no aches and pains, you know, and if I come up the stairs, I can jog up the stairs.
Yeah.
I've got, totally different, totally much fitter, energised. I feel more, what's the
You're
word?
definitely
Alert.
stronger. You're definitely stronger.
Yeah, I'm stronger. I mean, when I first started, it took me all my time to lift one of the little dumbbells and things, you know, carry my shopping even.
Yeah.
And now I can, I've just been just done a deadlift at 60 kilograms.
Woohoo!
For 2 reps, you know. I'm doing
76 years old and deadlifting 60 kg.
Yeah.
Winning at life.
I know it is. And, you know, people have said to me, if I've got a MEE-FIT top on, 1 or 2 people have commented, oh, MEE-FIT, and, you know, and I'm telling them all about it and everything. And I said, you should do it. I can do this. And I actually enjoy saying, I can deadlift this, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm 76 and a half, you know. I just feel a lot more alive.
Yeah.
That as well. And my clothes fit great.
I mean, how many 76-year-olds or how many people in their 70s say they feel more alive?
No, not many.
And what are your, not just your first impressions, but what are your impressions of the gym? Not, you know, like the people and everything. Like, you've made friends here already, haven't you?
Oh, loads. And they're just so friendly. Even if you don't really know them personally, they'll always say good morning, good afternoon, everything. And between the people in the gym, there's a lot of camaraderie that, you know, goes on. You're encouraging people. You know, if you think they think you're going for a personal best, they're there watching and then they're clapping. And
I love that. It happens all the time. Nearly every week there's an applaud because someone's done something they haven't done before, and it's just such a good
It's
feeling.
totally motivating.
Yeah.
That you don't want to compare, you just want to try harder.
Yeah, which is all you need to do. You just want to try. Is better than, you know, getting the PB. Just wanting to
I can't
drive.
wait. Yeah, exactly, and I can't wait to come. And if for one reason I can't, then I book another session. I don't want to miss a session at all because I'm enjoying it so much.
So I found this a lot with people a little bit younger than you, and there's not many people much older than you at the moment. You're one of few.
I know one.
Yeah, but that's what I found. Like they look forward to coming to the gym, and previously they were never a gym person. They were, you know, they had this different perspective on being a gym person.
Exactly.
Now they've realised that this is a bit of them, and they love it. And you know, it can't have been easy losing dad and probably potentially not really having that many people around you. And I think that's another thing, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's another thing that's worked well for you coming here. You feel part of a family, you feel part of something.
Yeah.
And I think people forget that there are all the extra perks you get from a place like this.
Well,
You're not just coming here to work out. Yes, that's your initial goal, but you don't, when they first start coming here regularly, they don't want to miss a session because 1, it makes them feel good, 2, they're hitting their goals, but 3, and probably just as important, that they don't want to miss their mates. They they big each other up and support each other.
Exactly, but there's not only that, you see, there's social events, you know, outside of the gym, which are fantastic. I mean, we had the Saturday morning session a week ago. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I mean, I played rounders. I've not played for 60 years.
Oh, the summer hangout.
Yeah. It was fantastic. And everybody was happy. Everybody brought food and things, you know, and then there were pizza. The situation was really enjoyable. It was lovely. I mean, a bonus was the weather was good as well, but that sort of thing. Or we all went to Beefy Boys and quiz nights, and
there's a lot going on, isn't there, really?
of course there is. And I know there are other programmes going on, like the empowerment one, and also there's the summit one coming up, which I did last time. So there's something going on all the time, you know, not just about you lifting weights and, you know, doing cardio.
What were your thoughts on the summit, the spring summit we did earlier this year?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was quite enlightening. It was good to hear other people's comments about how they were accepting challenges or what their challenges were, or that sort of thing, which you don't necessarily think about yourself.
Have you really done mindset like that before? And I know you know I've done it a lot, but I guess you've never really taken part in it before, have you?
Never done anything like that at all.
Yeah, and there was a few people who hadn't either, and so like, you know, which basically goes to show that we are more than just a gym.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And I would encourage anybody, whatever age, shape, size, anything, to give it a go, especially when you're offering certain things that they can try.
Yeah.
Or if they're not even sure, then to just make an appointment or something, talk to somebody, because it won't matter which coach is doing it, because they're all very well trained, they're all encouraging, and they'll put you right as to what was best for you. And the other thing is, there's people with, I'm not going to say disabilities, injuries, issues, and
some with disabilities, but
some with disabilities, but
got quite a few with injuries.
But everything's adaptable to them. You know, if you've got a knee injury, then you don't do certain exercises. If you've got a shoulder injury, but you don't have to sit out from it. They just change, right? Well, you do this instead. So you're still getting your full sessions with.
If someone was on the fence, what would your advice or recommendations be? If someone was sitting on the fence about joining a gym, they're a little bit apprehensive, or it's not me, I'm not really sure, I don't think I'm fit enough, I've got no experience, what would you say? I
think you should look on the website, email and say, can I come in, have a look round, can I watch a session? Just some simple like that. And a good talk to one of the really good coaches, and they'll encourage. But
basically,
if you can watch
have a chat with Dan, come and meet the coaches.
Yeah.
Look through all our other testimonials and see how much.
Exactly.
Like all of those testimonials are real people.
Yeah.
Letting our others know how great it is and what they've achieved and how good it's made them feel.
To me, I love watching them. You know, that's encouraging, watching how other people have aspired to different things, you know, and how motivated they are, you know. And it's a great motivation to keep yourself fit and healthy.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, long may it continue.
Exactly. So what are your goals going forward?
Right. Well, when I started, I wasn't even sure. But one of the things I wanted to do was to be able to do a sit-up unaided.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Right? I couldn't move myself off the floor at all. But doing all the things that you talk about, the coaches talk about, core strength and everything, I can do sit-ups now. I can do as many as I'm told with needed to. The one thing I would like now, I've got lower with press-ups.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a proper press-up on the floor. I did try one the other day, but I wasn't very good. But I've got lower in that. And obviously, I'd like to keep increasing the exercise, keep increasing, if I can, the deadlifts.
Yeah. You've improved so much. It just shows that age doesn't have to be a barrier. No. Inexperience doesn't have to be a barrier at this place. Most people are inexperienced here, or they've done gym work in the past, but they've been cardio bunnies, and it's been years ago, and they're not the same person. So that worries them, that they're not as fit as they used to be, and that's a block. And it's like you said, just get here and give it a go.
The small group personal training is amazing, but there's a coach there all the time correcting up to 6 people, and if there's more, you bring in another coach.
Yeah.
So you know, people aren't missing out because there's too many people in the gym.
Yeah. You
know, it's just a great atmosphere, and I've not seen anybody, to be honest, pull a face. Everybody's smiling, and they are, you know.
You haven't been here after team then, have you?
No, well, obviously that's a bit of my league, I think, at the moment.
So like considering your age and experience or lack of experience in the past, how quick you've been progressing is amazing. And I think I definitely put that down to consistency, the fact that you enjoy it, and you know you work hard and you've got an end goal in sight, and the fact that, you know, you've always said that you want to be around for longer, to be around for me and my sister, you know, even more so since we lost my dad. I think, you know, you've got a really strong why as to why you keep coming and why you keep going.
Yeah.
And I'm just really proud of you. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get you on here, because I'm just so proud of you, and how I just glad that you keep fighting, because me and Laura really look up to you with that. With like, Dad did all the gym work, but you've got that inner strength, and I admire you so much for it.
I feel I need that strength to support you two.
Yeah.
I mean, you supported me, so I need to be there for that as well, as much as I can.
Yes, you do. Thanks, Mum.